Well, hello there. How is everyone? I hope you're all well on this fantastic Friday. That's it, baby. It's the end of the week. We made it. What a week it's been. In this video, you're looking absolutely amazing, by the way. We're going to be talking about Jay Slater, surprise, because I think shortly this will be put to bed. I do. We may see things happen after his body returns to the UK. Who knows? Maybe law enforcement will get involved. Maybe there'll be an investigation. Who knows? But I think ultimately there are some questions that do need to be answered with respect of this case, and that is what we're going to touch on right now. And what I also want you to do is comment down below the questions that you have referenced this case, and in this evening's live we will go over those questions and see whether together as a community we can put some of them to bed. But we're going to have a quick look at this, which is one of the latest articles referencing this case, because it says Jay Slater latest as pals reveal 7 key bombshells. Now it says 7 here, but I couldn't actually see 7. I think I could see 5 things that they specifically spoke about. But anyway, let's have a look. Ayub Kasim, one of the men who left the music festival with Jay Slater. Now, one of the questions that I have here is, did he actually go to the festival? Because it seems to me he didn't actually attend the festival. I may have got that wrong. It seems that he met Jay at the end of the festival, which adds a little bit more intrigue as to why he wasn't there, but then specifically met up with Jay, and Jay was the only one who was actually there because the others had left him. Again, I could have got that completely wrong, but let me know. So it says, one of the men who left the music festival with Jay Slater the day before he died has addressed some of the questions surrounding the 19-year-old's tragic death. After travelling to an Airbnb with the men, Jay left the following morning, trying to make his way home on foot, despite being an 11-hour walk away from his accommodation. Jay sadly lost his life after falling and hitting his head. They're going with he definitely landed on his head in a treacherous Tano rural park in Tenerife. Ayub Kasim, one of the men who left the festival with Jay, has sought to address the ongoing speculation around certain details of the case during a YouTube live stream this week. Apparently, they're doing another live today. We may get to speak about that. Won't that be exciting? Right, asked whether he had a fight with Jay, Abe said, no, of course not, mate. What you reckon happened to him? He had a tragic accident. Anyway, so the stolen watch situation, was there a watch? Wasn't there a watch? What was the entire situation behind the watch? And why has it been changed to a Rolex, even by the people who were close to it? Even this guy here should absolutely know. You've got Mark Williams Thomas as well, who was clearly talking about Rolexes, when in fact it wasn't a Rolex. And I did briefly talk about this yesterday as well. The watch in question was an AP, an Audemars Piguet Royal Oak, but for some reason it has, even by the people close to Jay, has been switched over to a Rolex as if they're trying to avoid that situation. But, the thing is with the AP watch versus a Rolex, and they're sort of saying a 12 grand Rolex here, so even going in on the price, an Audemars Piguet watch, something like a Royal Oak, for instance, you're looking at £30,000 plus for that, which the incentive to kill for that sort of money goes up. Do you know what I mean? And I'm not saying that's what happened. I'm just saying there's a big difference between a 12 grand Rolex and a Royal Oak, for instance. Now, some people pointed out and said, yeah, but if the watch was stolen, the 12 grand could have been still referencing what Jay was trying to get for this watch. Point being, someone's lost that watch. If that was stolen from someone, they've lost a watch that's a lot more than 12 grand. And could that have been an incentive for Jay to be scared if someone was looking for him referencing this watch? Because there was another bit Let me just come up here because it was stating where I believe it was Brad who said that Jay would have tried to have avoided the roads. And I thought to myself, why would he have tried to have avoided the easiest path? That doesn't make sense to me. He'd already succumbed to the fact that this was a 15-minute sort of drive or an 11-hour walk, which that doesn't really make sense to me, but that's by and by. Point being, if he would already succumb to the fact that this was a walk, then why wouldn't he have taken the easiest path rather than the most difficult and treacherous? It doesn't make sense. But so yeah, maybe another question there. Why was he avoiding the road? Why did Jay's friend seemingly state that Jay would have avoided the road? Was Jay scared? Which kind of feeds into that same thing. Was there an issue between this watch going missing and him feeling that someone was looking, someone knew about it, he'd been grassed up, for instance? Ayub apparently responded to that and didn't really give an answer to it. He I don't know why he was scared, and he ain't here to answer that question. So is Ayub actually confirming that Jay was scared of something? I don't want to say people could be going through something in their own heads. Who knows? Do you know what I'm saying? So again, he's not kind of putting that rumour to rest. He's almost supporting it without directly saying what was going on. Was Jay offered a lift home? Ayub said he did offer Jay a lift home. Yeah, I offered him a lift back. But obviously, when I wake up, because you've got to remember, we came back at 6:30, 6:40 in the morning, and I only slept for an hour before I had to move my car. Bro, I'm not driving another half an hour and all of this 1 hour away, bro. I was in a Cooper estate zooming the road like it's not an hour away, it's half an hour. So Jay didn't want to wait. Jay didn't want to wait, which again doesn't make sense to me, because if you think I can wait and get a lift and still be there quicker than if I walk, it just doesn't compute. That to me, that it just doesn't make sense. Doesn't make sense. And here we go on about videos in the car now. It says, Ayub said, I've got videos on my phone where me and him are videoing Rocky in the car, where Rocky's sleeping on the front. We're just laughing at him, you know what I'm saying? He was calm. It was a vibe like we were just bossing jokes. All of this scared, and all of that is like, what you on about scared? Well, you've clearly said that you don't know whether he was, so who knows? Ayub reiterated that Jay asked to leave the festival with them. He looked at me and said, bro, I ain't got the keys to my place. Them lot had gone back, left and that. Can I roll with you, man? He asked me, bro. I didn't invite no one, bro. Don't know why he was scared. That's in his own head. I can tell you how I'm feeling and what I'm going through. So again, and then we've got the knife situation, which we did briefly talk about yesterday. And he talks about the detective guy had told him Jay was carrying. So he has confirmed here that it was Mark Williams Thomas who stated that Jay Slater was carrying. Now, Mark Williams Thomas has walked away from this, seemingly blaming pretty much everyone else apart from him. And he has fueled so much speculation, so much of the rumours that's gone in there, that he can't walk away from that. If he's saying he was carrying, then why was he carrying? How did he know he was carrying? Who told him he was? And that's going to feed further into the video that had apparently been debunked, which showed an attack of some nature. I'm trying to keep YouTube safe. But yeah, there's a lot of questions here. Why did Jay walk that way? Why was he seemingly scared? Because it does seem he was. You've got Brad confirming that he was avoiding the road. Why? Who was he avoiding? What was he avoiding? Why would he avoid the road and go that way? But like I say, we're doing a live later. Let me know what your questions are down below, and I shall catch you all later today.